day 7. Technically, it's day 6. It's just gone midnight.
It's currently 17 minutes past midnight.
Yeah, so it's technically still day 6. The reason we're still up is because, well, we've been sleeping quite late, but also we've got to wake up around 3 a.m. because we've got what time is it? 4:30? The bus? No, 5 a.m. 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're getting so early. We've got a 6 a.m. coach or bus to Chiang Mai, North Thailand. So we need to get up early for that. And right now it's 3 hours till. Right now it's 3 hours until we until we were gonna wake up to go.
Yeah.
But we were like, we might as well just plan and stuff. Be tired for the bus journey so we can sleep for the whole bus journey.
It's a 10-hour-and-a-half bus journey.
Yeah. So it would be better to sleep it than to stay awake for the whole thing. So that is the plan. So technically day 7.
Okay.
We are changing plans.
Yeah. We are changing our itinerary. So we were meant to go so now we're going to Chiang Mai, so we're going to the north of Thailand, and we're meant to go to a country called Laos.
Lao.
And then we were going to go from Laos to Vietnam. However, we have decided to skip Laos for loads of different reasons.
Yes.
And instead of going to Laos and then Vietnam, we're going to go from Chiang Mai back to Bangkok, back to Bangkok, and then down south. So we're going to go to the islands. What we're doing after the islands?
Right. You're butchering it.
Yeah, butchering it.
So obviously we were meant to go. So Bangkok, where we are now, is the main capital of Thailand. Up north, we were meant to go to Pai, but we're not going to go anymore just because it seems like a hippie drug spot, and we're just not. We're more of a chill, nice, relaxed beach location, and we want to get to beaches. In the north, there's no beaches, so we're removing that. We're just doing Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai.
So there's just like little towns.
Yeah, like cute. There'll be elephant factories.
Little bit of
Backstreet.
Little bit of history. Chiang Mai actually used to be the old capital of Thailand.
Before Bangkok.
Yeah, before Bangkok.
So, but yeah, that would just be a nice like scenic bit, hiking and stuff like that. After that, after Chiang Rai, we're meant to go right or east to Laos, the next country. But there's been a bit of recent news with Laos. We're not going to go into it, but you can research it if you want. But we just don't feel safe going. And there's not too much there for us to go, so we don't mind skipping it. Obviously, to then go Vietnam, we have to, if we want to go Vietnam, we'd have to cross through Laos, and you have to buy a visa, even if you're crossing through, which is like 40 quid. So we don't really want to do that. So instead, we're going to go Chiang Rai, go back to Bangkok, then go south to the islands, Koh Samui, etc. And then we're going to just continue the route. So what's it? Malaysia, then Bali, Indonesia, Philippines, and then when we get to
it's Cambodia.
No, not Cambodia yet. No, that's at the end because that's next to Bangkok.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So obviously at the end, our original plan was Philippines, then fly to Bangkok, go home to England. But now we will go from Philippines and fly to Hanoi, which is the capital of Vietnam, and then work our way down Vietnam, do everything we wanted to do. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's like a toy, like dog squeaker. That is literally like where we are now. It's so funny. But go down Vietnam, do everything in Vietnam, go Cambodia, and then work our way to Bangkok, a couple of nights, then go back to England. So we did everything we wanted to do, just a little bit of a worked, mixed up route. But yeah, just because it was a bit awkward with the whole Lao switch, but we can still work around it. And it might actually be better because in a month's time, Vietnam is meant to be cold and rainy.
Right now Vietnam is meant to be really cold.
Yeah, and it's most likely going to be.
Yeah, and I really don't want to be having to layer up, especially because we've just left the UK. Yeah. I don't want to have to then go back to... And also, we don't want to buy coats. We don't want to buy warm clothes and have to carry it around with us.
Literally.
Or throw away, so it's just a waste of money. So it just works out better this way.
Yeah, and we're going to do something called the Ha Giang Loop in Vietnam, which is like a massive 4-day motorbike ride around mountains and stuff.
Yeah, it's basically just you ride a motorbike. You don't ride it yourself. You can, but you get someone else. So there are local people that obviously know the roads really well, and they are what's called an easy rider. So they ride the bike for you, and you just sit at the back, admire the views. And yeah, it basically goes from the bottom of the mountain all the way to the top, and you pass through loads of different villages. Sorry. You pass through loads of different villages, meet local people.
Yeah, eat food during having a good time with everyone.
It's it's a really nice experience.
But anyway, it's a bollock if it's raining or if it's cold or whatever. You know, you want to be doing it in shorts and a t-shirt, not in a raincoat, and you know, having to pull your head down.
I mean, it'd probably still be nice.
Yeah,
but just not as I'd want to do it in a warm climate.
Yeah, so that's the reason. So hopefully when we go to Vietnam in the end, it is really good.
Yeah.
It's not raining season.
Yeah.
But that's the update. This is upsetting, man. I don't think the world can. Can you squeeze it? Oh my goodness.
I mean, that's normal.
Yeah, but that's just crazy. Yeah. Anywhere you go, you can't escape it. Sad, man. Currently 4 a.m. We survived. Still awake. We planned a bunch of stuff, and just wasted time. We're now finishing getting ready.
Can't wait to sleep.
Yeah, very excited. I'd rather have slept on the bus than slept here and then stayed awake for the bus journey, because the bus journey is probably going to be a bit shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we've got a cab booked in 20-ish minutes, so we're going to go 7-Eleven just before that, grab a toasty, we got some carbs just to eat, because we've got some snacks, but obviously that's not going to properly fuel us. We need some like actual food, like a sandwich. So we're going to get that, and then go to the bus station, and then hopefully we can get on the coach. But is it a bus? Yeah.
It's a coach.
Coach, yeah. Yeah, bus is public, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get on. Hopefully the coach is there instantly, but probably not, because we're going to get there literally like almost 5 a.m. and we leave at 6.
Yeah.
I mean, an hour doesn't sound that bad to me, but if they're late or that's just not their policy, then great. But I mean, the depot will probably have some chairs or like a little sofa or something.
There'll be somewhere to sit.
So we might just have to snooze there and they'll wake us up. But
no, they won't wake us up.
Oh, great.
We have to be on it.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, we're going to finish packing. I've got about 20 minutes before we need to get in the cab. So, yeah. Final fairways to the room.
Bye, room.
It's been a good room. A few ants and stuff. I don't know if we filmed it.
I don't think we did.
But,
little ant infestation in the bathroom.
Yeah. There are a few ants dotted around.
I've never seen ants that small before. They were like big, tiny baby ants. Really weird.
Yeah, we didn't really mind them because it's Asia, and obviously, you know, it's just like it happens. It's a cheap accommodation, but they were sort of all over our towels at one point. So we're like, nah. So we changed the towels, and then we got them to spray the room. But obviously, they were still here because they've got a whole like hive somewhere under the floor or something. You know?
But luckily they're not actually like in the room. They're in the bathroom. So we didn't sleep with ants.
There's none actually in the room. It's just sort of moisture. So at the bus terminal now, obviously we have no idea what we're doing.
Show them what it looks like.
It's just sort of all these different lanes with all these different numbers.
I feel like a lost chicken right now.
Yeah, it's very Thai here. There's no English. They're very broken English speakers, so let's see how this goes. We have no idea what we're doing. There are so many Thai people here. Actually, I don't see any tourists here.
Oh my god.
It's so overwhelming because everyone is staring. Wait, you can't bring drugs. Okay, you can't bring the normal stuff. Good thing I left my gun at home.
57.
Yeah, 37 to 79.
Okay, then.
So we need to go there. Okay, so we'll get a spot here to chill. Somewhere here. And then it comes at 6, so probably 5:40 we'll probably go out. A cool thing about Thailand, well, Bangkok anyway, because obviously we've only been there, is that the streets are very clean, surprisingly. Now obviously there is a few rubbish bits here and there from tourists and locals and just whatever, you know, after nights and stuff, but a lot of the time it's really clean. And you actually see that street vendors will clean it themselves after their shifts or mid shifts, which is really nice. Like even leaves as well, like literally you'll go under a tree that has all these leaves on it and there'll be none in the street because they are consistently cleaned with these big long brooms.
So it's really cool, and yeah, and it's probably just like a selling point as well for these vendors, as you know, if your area looks clean, you'd want to buy there, rather if it was nice, and if it was really dirty and, you know, scummy and looks bad, you wouldn't want to eat from there. So it's a cool thing. You wouldn't expect it because it smells of Bangkok, you know. I do love Bangkok. Bangkok is very nice, but it does smell a little bit. But you do kind of get used to it, so don't make that be the reason you don't come to Bangkok, because you should come to Bangkok. You should experience it all, I think everything we go to, you should experience it, even if we do review it badly, because that's just our opinion. And we made it, Chiang Mai. Looks very beautiful. You could tell me it was Bangkok and I would still believe you though.
No. You can hear the nature. My ears are so blocked.
Yeah.
I can't hear anything right now.
Yeah, the bus journey was alright, but obviously 10 hours it's not going to be nice no matter what kind of seating you're in. But yeah, aircon was obviously freezing, sore throats. Ears are blocked, which is weird, but I think it's because of like the soundproofing, maybe.
I have no idea.
Bus, but anyway, we're off that now. It's 5 p.m. We're an hour delayed somehow.
Are we?
Yeah, because we're meant to get at 4.
Oh.
So yeah, we've got a cab coming in about 10 minutes to take us to the accommodation, so that'll be good. So we'll show you that when that happens. But yeah.
So much has happened since the last clip. It has been crazy. So the last clip would have been the bus terminal in Chiang Mai. So we're now at the accommodation, but we're technically not at our accommodation. So we get a taxi to the accommodation, takes forever to come, which is just, it's actually just not been great since we come over. But we get a taxi, mosquito, Jesus Christ, I got him as well. Can you get a tissue for him? He's in the sink. So we get to the accommodation, and lady greets us, and she's like, "Oh, I make a mistake. You're from England?" And we're like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh," and I don't know what she says, but she basically says that she got something wrong, and a guy is still in our room, and he's still got it for the night, and we will move in tomorrow. But for tonight, she's got us another room, which is 1 kilometre away from where we are, and 1 kilometre away from the main part. Chiang Mai has like a big square grid. If you literally look on the map, it's a square, and that's where everything is and where you want to stay. If you're outside it, it's shit, because you have to travel in to do anything, right? So we are literally on the border of that square. Now
the hotel was on the border.
now we're 1 kilometre away, which is only like a 5-minute bike ride, but still, it's annoying. We pay to be there, you know? So she's like, "Oh, this is what's happening, you know," and we're like, "Oh, great," you know. She's like, "Oh, but it's okay. It's an expensive room, you know, and plus we give you a bike that's included in the price for the room, you know." So we're just like, "Oh, okay," you know. And I'm just obviously sort of like, "Well, we sort of have to, so okay." And she's like, "Yeah, my guide will bring you there, and then whatever." Obviously, we've got all our gear on us. And I'm just like, wait, I have to drive now? So I have an international driver's license, right? I did my CBT test, which allows me to drive a moped in Asia legally. You don't have to do this, but if you get pulled over, you'll get a fine. It's only about 20 quid, but still, I didn't want the drama. So I've got my license. But I've only driven a moped once, and that was in the test in England. So now she's saying I need to drive a moped to this place. I have no idea where I am, obviously, and I've got all my gear on me, right? And luckily, Jess was on the moped of the other guy, who I was following, so I didn't. It's alright. Jess is still very ill and still has a crazy cough, as you can hear. So bear with that. But basically, yeah, I had to follow it, and it was alright to be honest. Like, all went well and stuff. Didn't crash or nothing, but it was just like all that. Like, I was going to drive a moped here within a few days because we've got some activities planned where we need to drive a moped to get to, but with like a bum bag rather than my huge rucksack or backpack, you know, and all the gear, you know. Plus, there's no like phone mount on the back, so I can't even do that. But it's just a nightmare. Anyway, we get to this kilometre away thing. It's looking okay. You know, it's just very quiet. No one's really there. And this guide, he's like a young guy, and he drops us off, and we're just like, okay, do you know what room we are, when we can check in? He's like, no, I don't really know. I just was meant to take you here. And we're like, oh, okay. And he's like, all right, see you later. So he went, and we're just like, what? So we're just sort of chilling around, like waiting. We're like, well, what do we do? And she said, the woman said before we left, she was like, oh, go drop your bags off in the waiting room because your room's getting ready, and come back because they do like dinner. They do free.
She was like, go drop your bags off, and then go explore, and then come in for dinner. And we're just like, whoa. We're just like, what?
Yes, she's just playing it so casually, like we're not paying to be here, you know? Like it's just a mate's house.
We were meant to check in at 1, but obviously our bus arrived at 5, so
yeah.
we were meant to check in at 5.
Yeah. We could have checked in at 1, that's when it opened, but we checked in at like 6 to 7 because of when we actually got here.
It's now 7:30.
Now 7:30, but imagine if we checked in at 1. She would say, yeah, drop your bags off, you have to wait 6 hours. Like, what? But so many times we contemplated just taking a £10 fee of cancelling and getting a new hotel, but we're just like, you know what, we'll just power through it tonight and hopefully tomorrow we actually get a good accommodation. But anyway, yeah, so he drops us off here, we're just like, what do we do? She says basically, keep your bags there, just in the lobby, and then come back, eat some dinner, you know, explore the town and stuff. And we're just sort of like, well, we don't want to because we've got all our passports, everything, you know, our life for the next 5 months. Don't want to leave it in this random town.
It's literally in the middle of nowhere as well.
Yeah, it's not next to the city, you know, well, the centre. So we're just like, right, we grab all the important documents and we go back to that thing and we go to her and we're like, well, when can we move in? You know, like, what can we do? And she's like, oh, they're getting ready for you. And we're like, well, you haven't told us anything. You know, we got a bit more angry this time because we're just sort of like, we were very nice at first, but now we're just sort of like, well, we're paying, you know, what's going on? And then basically we go back. And then now a guy greets us and he's like, yeah, here's your room. We go to the room, I'll do a little room tour. If you're wondering why the light is off in the main room and why I'm in the bathroom, it's because the light doesn't work. It just continues to flicker and it's another breakdown moment. But I mean, it's a nice, decent little room. I'm not going to show Jess too much. Cause, yeah.
Had a little mental breakdown.
But it's a nice, like, decent room, you know, like for Asia it's quite nice. Obviously just a wet room, shower room. And then we've got 2 sort of bigger beds. 2 sort of big singles, which is alright, and there's a balcony as well, but we're not going to be using that because mosquitoes are going to eat us alive if we ever open that. But yeah, so that's going on, but basically we're just hoping, they say that we check out here at 12, so we're just hoping that we do that, you know, we get to the next place at 12, well, back to the main thing where we're meant to be living, and they say, cool, wait 10 minutes, or, you know, or now, your room is ready, boom. Because that's all we want to do. We literally we'd just want to drop our stuff off and then go explore the town, do some temples, just live like we're meant to, you know. Luckily, we came here in the evening and we weren't planning to do much. We're still probably going to do everything we wanted to do tonight, which is just eat some food and go walk around the market. But like, if this sets us back anymore, I don't even know. And what's annoying is that if tomorrow she's like, oh, you're going to have to wait a few hours, like, if we cancel and then reschedule, like rebook another hostel, we still have to pay a fee, which is just stupid, even though it's their fault, isn't it, Jess?
Yeah.
So, but it's just whatever. It's just Asia, though, at the end of the day. Like, it's just more complicated because it's just not Europe.
We don't have, like, strict policies here. It's very relaxed.
Yeah.
Very chilled. But it just gets very annoying, like,
Yeah.
in these situations.
Yeah, it's just very hard. Because like, yeah, I don't know, like Bangkok is very nice and very easy, very simple, no problems, you know, whereas here, like, I think especially as it's like sort of a remote city, a remote town, makes it even harder. But yeah, I just really hope we don't figure something out, like there's an infestation or something's wrong or the room tomorrow, you know, I just can't deal with that, and I don't think Jess can either. So plan is now we can't unpack because we have to move out tomorrow morning to go back to the main accommodation. So we're going to shower. We both need to wash our hair. You're going to wash your hair, Jess?
Yeah.
Yeah, we both need to wash our hair. We'll then go out, get some food because we're both pretty hungry. Maybe walk around the markets. We probably will. We've got our trusty Whiz app. I'll show you a little video of that. It's quite cool. It's a shit little moped though, but it's alright. But yeah, and then come back, nice early night, sort of reset our sleep clock, because obviously we slept on that coach, which was like lunchtime here, so it was messed us up, but hopefully we can get back to it. But yeah, see you in town. So this is the khao sok, khao sok? Khao soy. It's like a curry dish with fried noodles. They're like crisps, almost. They taste like it. It's quite spicy.
It's spicy, but I've had one spoon and it's making me feel bad.
Yeah, no, it is really tasty though. And I've got the fried chicken version. Haven't tried that yet, but it is a really nice dish. It might actually be my favourite dish as well. Oh, we've got normal noodles. Nice.
I'm gonna have to get this as well.
Yeah, no, this actually seems really good. I'm really excited for this.
Food makes the day better.
Yeah. Yeah, food is definitely making the day better. Right, so Jess has got hers. Pad Thai with infinite chicken. Insane. And we got some veggie spring rolls. Price on the screen, insane prices. I hope Chiang Mai lives up to this whole restaurant as well, the pricing. But
And the taste.
and the taste. Yeah, but this all looks insane. We're going to tuck in and yeah. Demolished. Nothing left. Well, there's some veg left, but we don't need that.
So good.
No, genuinely, the menu is fat. Like they do every type food. So we're literally just going to come here every day.
I saw online that it's a family-owned restaurant. They've been doing this for like loads and loads of years.
Yeah.
So that's when we know it's going to be good.
Yeah. But they do every dish. So tell me, why would we go to another restaurant when we can try every type of Thai
Coming
food
back
here?
in every single time. Every
Knowing
day.
that it's cheap and knowing that we're not going to get sick from it. Well, fingers crossed, touch wood. We'll see how we are tomorrow. I mean, it
Tonight.
tasted good, so. And everyone goes,
It's worth it.
it's worth it, yeah. I'd poo my pants for this
It's
food.
definitely not worth it. That's my worst nightmare.
Yeah. Now, we're going to go walk around the town a little bit. What time is it? It is 9:20 p.m. Walk around the town a little bit. I'm a little bit snacky, so I want to get some little dessert thing. I don't know what yet. And then, yeah, jump on the Whiz app. And we'll go home. Sleep and then
Put it on your mouth.
go home, prepare, and
Prepare for what?
sleep and prepare for the war at the accommodation. Beat them up. Okay, yeah. See ya. Whiz app reveal time. Here is the beauty. Oh, Jesus Christ! Got the pink decals on it as well. Oh my goodness. So obviously this is provided free by the accommodation, just for the night though. But we will be getting a moped in the next days, only when we need it though. We've got a day trip planned where we're going to need it. So yeah, but for example tomorrow we won't need a moped because we're just walking around the city, which is like, you know, it's all within a mile radius. I don't know how many cc this is. I think it's 50. I'm only allowed to legally drive 50, so hopefully it is, but it is quite slow and quite shitty, so it probably is just a 50. And I doubt they would give you a free moped that is like anything bigger than that. But yeah, pretty good. Is just with a bucket hat. Obviously we are very safe. It is illegal to ride without a helmet, but if it was legal we still would ride with one because we're not lunatics. And obviously we drive very safe, Mum. Don't you worry, I'm a good driver. Jess, am I a good driver? See, you can't beat that.